there was a guy by the name, Harry Anderson. His name was Harry Anderson. And he was like the CFO, like the chief CFO or whatever his title was. But he was the big deal on the finance side of the company. And I had a meeting with him. This is in early 1996. I had a meeting with Harry. And the meetings with myself, Harry Anderson, and my boss at the time, a guy by the name of Bill Shaw. Mm-hmm. And I went into this meeting. It was a positive meeting, just kind of, okay, where are we at this quarter? What do you think is going to happen next quarter? Where do you see yourself at the end of the year? Not a lot of pressure, just almost a conversation more than anything. I said, well, Harry, we're going to turn a profit this year. He went, okay, Eric. Just tell me where you think you're really going to be. I said, no, we're going to make the first dollar of profit this company has ever seen. And he just shook his head and smiled like I was some
lunatic,
snot-nosed little kid that didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And he said, Eric, that's not going to happen. So I said, Harry, I'm sure it's going to happen. In fact, I'll bet you right now that it's going to happen. He said, well, I can't bet you. That's, this is a publicly held corporation. I said, Harry, here's the deal. If I turn a profit in this company, you agree that you will get down on your hands and knees, you'll get down on your knees and hand me that first dollar of profit. And you'll do it in front of every employee at WCW. And he laughed. He said, sure, you got it. And we shook on it. At our Christmas party in 1996, Harry Anderson came to the Mexican restaurant we were all having our company party at in downtown Atlanta, got on his knee, and handed me that first dollar of profit. It was the most exciting thing I've ever achieved, honestly. The rest of it is all cool, and I'm proud of a lot of it. But that dollar, and I've got the picture somewhere. I'm going to have to find it, because it was not just a moment for me. In fact, I knew it was going to happen, so I wasn't surprised or anything. But it meant a lot to the employees that up until that point, they were the redheaded stepchild of Turner Broadcasting, and nobody else wanted them around. Nobody wanted WCW to be a part of Turner Broadcasting. There were a lot of executives in Turner that were trying to unplug WCW forever, and the only reason they weren't able to is because Ted said no, and Ted called the shots. If it would have been, a decision by executive committee, we would have been dead in 1991 or two. But Ted stuck it out, and Harry Anderson got down on his knee. He was a good guy. Finance people are generally kind of sticks in the mud. They're not
they are
personal people by nature.
Yeah.
They've spent their whole lives in a calculator and balancing numbers, so they tend to be a little bit not so sociable. Not this guy. He had a great sense of humor. He made a big deal out of it. He got down like he was going to ask me to marry him. It was like it's overly dramatic, and handed me that dollar and sat there long enough so that everybody could get a picture. He's a really good sport.